Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back to another Stories from Creators. I'm your host, Robert, and today we're covering Dhar Mann today, and it's not my usual Dhar Mann video where we go over his channel and watch some cringy video of his, but as you guys know, I watch his channel kind of when I'm usually streaming or recording a video. Like you can see here, I watched this feature film on stream, this whole hour and 50 or 44-minute video, but I only watched 54 minutes of it. I watched this video. I avidly watch Dhar Mann on streams and on YouTube recordings, as you guys can see here. You can see all the red lines just showing that I've seen the full videos of all of these. So I kind of know Dhar Mann's content. I do it, like I said, I react to it a lot over on Odyssey whenever I stream there. Well, there's some drama that has been happening with Dhar Mann. And this guy, I'm sure if you guys have seen Dhar Mann, you've probably seen this guy in one of his videos before. This guy will kind of explain some of it to us, so let's see this little clip here. And I don't know if we'll watch the full thing.
What the heck is going on? Hey, Colin A. Borden here. I don't normally like to do serious things anywhere, but especially here on social media because I think it's a rather frivolous sort of thing. And as an actor, a writer, director, I just think of myself as an entertainer, and I like to do entertaining things, even if that's me pretending to think that I'm going to die because I ate unwashed peppers. But now I am going to talk about something a little serious because, you know, if you've been following my page or other people's pages from the show that I'm on, you probably know that some stuff is going down. So I want to give a little bit of an explanation about it. Essentially, as an actor at Dhar Mann Studios, I am just a contract player. I have no employment there. I am just sort of called every now and then, as are all the other actors.
So keep in mind, by the way, this guy has been in pretty much like almost every other Dhar Mann video that I have seen, at least. He's been in every single Dhar Mann video. He's a very recurring actor, and we'll learn a little bit later that Dhar Mann doesn't really hire full-time actors to keep a variety going in his channel.
It just is not sustainable, and there are a lot of issues at hand here, but one of the main issues is that not a single actor that works at Dhar Mann Studios can afford rent.
So, and here's the thing, too. Look at Dhar Mann's channel views. Like, this guy makes at least, where YouTube ad revenue is at right now, at least $500,000 per video. And he'll re-upload all these videos over on Facebook, over on Instagram, or no, not on Instagram, but he'll re-upload these videos anywhere you can monetize them, pretty much. So he'll upload them on Facebook and a bunch of other places I've heard. But mainly Facebook, because this is the audience it's geared to. It's like Facebook moms. Like, I remember I showed it to my mom, and she was like, "Let's watch another one." And then she was like, serious. Like, she didn't find this stuff cringe at all. So, yeah, that's actually a fact, by the way.
This is a show.
And the fact that they're not getting a sustainable income from Dhar Mann is horrible. We're gonna get into it a little bit later on the income that Dhar Mann pays his part-time actors, I guess you can say.
That has millions of views across multiple social media platforms. Videos are shot, edited, posted, repackaged as new videos, reposted in other places over and over and over and over and over again, racking in millions of views, ad revenue, all this sort of stuff. The studio has continued to expand for some time, my entire tenure there. When I first started, we shot everything, as I've told you guys on lives and things like that. We shot everything in an apartment building downtown, in an apartment, not even the building. Occasionally we would go to the garage of that building, but it was really just all in one apartment. And now there are 3 sound stages in Burbank, but things haven't really gotten better for us. And again, I don't want to go into specifics because it's a kind of a big thing and it's really just between us. But I think that people should be aware of why we are protesting, why we are out there right now. We've been talking to a lot of actors. It's the same. Everybody feels the same across the board. The trouble is, there's a culture at the studio of if you talk, you're out. So we decided to come together as a group and talk collectively.
That's also kind of a thing with a lot of places, I feel like. A lot of places in Hollywood is like, if you talk, you're pretty much out or something. Like, they'll maybe publicly listen to what you say, but privately they'll probably fire you or something. I feel like it's the very common thing. And, like, the thing about this drama is the average Dhar Mann viewer is not going to look at this drama and stop watching Dhar Mann. Like us, like me, people like me who just react to it just on, like, a stream or something, they're going to look at this and think, Dhar Mann's pretty screwed up, but the average, kid or Facebook mom isn't really gonna look at this Dhar Mann drama and just be like, I'm not gonna watch Dhar Mann anymore. They're gonna keep watching it no matter what.
With our boss, Dhar Mann. We sent a letter to him, a hard copy and an email. The email was CC'd to the head of production as well, so that we made sure that Dhar got it, but it was addressed to Dhar. It was delivered to Dhar. That letter was forwarded to the HR department, which we are not employees of Dhar Mann Studios. We are contract players. Exactly what we have to do with HR, we're not entirely sure, but it was forwarded over there. We were contacted, said we could have a meeting to discuss our issues. That meeting was pushed several times, changed on us.
And this is a tactic used by like customer support and a bunch of other places too. Is like they'll tell you one day you're gonna have a meeting, and then they'll push it back, and then push it back, and push it back, or have something change in that, so that way it makes it so you just want to sit there and take it, and you don't want to. You just don't want to. It's so much trouble you don't want to have the meeting anymore.
When we finally got to the meeting, we had reiterated that we wanted it to be with Dhar. Dhar was not there. And we said, well, we are not going to have the meeting until Dhar is here. You guys can be here, the head of production, the head of HR. That's great. We'd love for you to be there too, so everybody's on the same page. But our meeting is with our boss, the person who signs our contracts, Dhar Mann. Thank you very much. Please get back to us with a time for the next meeting by next Tuesday. Just a time for the meeting, not necessarily the next meeting, but by Tuesday. We said this in person. We reiterated it a few minutes later via an email. We checked back in following a couple days, reiterating again, we would like to speak specifically with Dhar. This is what the meeting is about. This is our boss. This is who we want to talk to. End of the week comes and goes. We learned Saturday there will not be a meeting.
So yeah,
meanwhile, a lot of other stuff has happened at the studio. Not great stuff. Whether it's connected or not, we don't know because no one's talking to us. So that's why we're here right now, because all we wanted to do was sit down and have a conversation with our boss. That didn't happen. We were told explicitly that there will not be any meetings and that any issues that we have can be written down and forwarded to HR. And that's just not acceptable. So that's where we are right now. The work that I personally have done at Dhar Mann, I'm incredibly proud of. I've built an incredible community over there of coworkers and fans. There's no denying that Dhar Mann is in my obituary, whether I go tomorrow or in 50 years or whatever. It's done. I've loved my time at Dhar Mann, and so much of that has to do with people like you who are watching this little video right now. So thank you to you. Thank you for being a supporting fan. Thank you for just watching. Thank you for just being a part of the community that we've built. The goal is to keep going to work, to have a conversation with Dhar, and to keep working at Dhar Mann Studios with the people that I love, doing the work that I love. We'll see. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you very much for all the time and support.
Alright, so that's his little video. Now this lady here, I'm pretty sure you guys recognize this face. Here, if you guys need a closer look, I'm pretty sure you guys recognize this face from a bunch of other Dhar Mann videos. This is a very recurring actor, also, as well in the Dhar Mann universe. Here's her little post. We are out here, 4400 Verwin Street, Burbank, California. My fellow actors who would like to support, we welcome you to come by. Thank you for all the fans for your support. We would love to see y'all as well. So it has multimillionaire ignores actors, instantly regrets it, as opposed to, to make fun of Dhar Mann's little titlings. Why don't we get 1099? So that's the little post here. I thought there was a video, but apparently not, I guess. A protest out here, so let me play the audio.
Hey Colin, what are you protesting?
I just wanted to have a conversation with my boss. I protested the man never talks to anyone, he silently fires people, and he doesn't pay anyone what they're worth.
Because everything that is done in the dark needs to be brought to the light.
Because we can't be taken advantage like this.
Because the man won't even talk to us, and he blatantly ignored us, and then he flew to Aspen when he was supposed to be in a meeting with us.
We just want to be heard.
Just talk to us.
I mean, I think doing a protest online is enough. I don't think going to the actual studio is really going to do anything. Like, honestly, just like, if I was just an average person driving in California and I saw somebody holding up boycott Dhar Mann or something, I would just like not even give it a second
If you
glance.
get what you're asking for, because
So
we're
there's this.
asking for it for
Alright, let's start from the
if
beginning
you
on
get
this.
Sometimes.
if you get what you're asking for, because we're asking for it for all actors, not just ones who stand with us. It's for everybody, right? We're asking it for everyone. Then she reaps the benefits if we get what we're asking for, and if we don't, and everything goes south, then I mean, she's like, well, I told them I don't want anything to do with that, so you guys can keep hiring me. The thing is that his brand is going to be tarnished now. So I
mean, his name in the public eye is gonna be tarnished, but like I said earlier, the average Dhar Mann enjoyer or the average kid or Facebook mom isn't even gonna probably look at this or know about this. Okay.
mean, I don't know what kind of videos he's going to make, and I don't know what kind of actors he's going to get in there to, back his BS. But, like, as an actor, I'm not going to go work for a studio that other actors have been, like, blatantly saying, I've been mistreated, I don't feel good, and I don't feel like, and I'm not happy here. Like, we're a community, we need to support.
Alright, so there's that TikTok.
If you get what you're asking for, because we're asking for it for all actors,
it's
not
just the same one, the repost of it. Alright, so there's this actor's little 2 cents. I feel like I recognize this guy too. Yeah, I recognize this guy. Yeah, I recognize him. Let's see this one. Alright. When you try to ghost the wrong girl, that girl marred.
Bitch, I'm a ghost.
Okay, so this is the TikTok. Alright, here it is. Post it, Dhar Mann. What's going on?
Oh, this is gonna be a fun one.
So in short, there is a protest going on at Dhar Mann Studios. And this protest is being organized and performed by a lot of actors who work with Dhar Mann. There are a lot of reasons why we're protesting, but the main one being we asked for a meeting with Dhar because we were unhappy with the way we were being treated here at Dhar Mann Studios. Ultimately, we were told we would not get that meeting. If you want the full in-depth breakdown, Colin A. Borden has a great video on his page. It's got everything you need. Because we have no other choice and because we feel like we would be retaliated.
So it's just kind of summarizing. I'm looking at the comments here as this video's playing. I guess some Facebook moms aren't gonna watch it because it looks like here. Only reason I've watched it is mainly because of you guys and the talent you bring. The fact that they decided to turn off the comments on their recent IG post is laughable. Without you guys in it, I won't watch Dhar Mann anymore. You guys are my favorite actors. There's so many, I don't mind new actors, but the classic original ones like you guys are the best. I was out there an hour ago, didn't see you guys out there. I did see a police car in the parking lot. I hope everything worked out. I bought a tray of tacos I wanted to give you guys. I'm disappointed in Dhar Mann. Rather than admit that he's in the wrong, he's avoiding the problem that he created. Keep on fighting for your rights. I'll be supporting you and your fellow actors. So you can just see there's a bunch of comments here.
Against for even asking for a meeting because that's what the culture feels like here at Dhar Mann Studios. We have decided to gather and protest.
We want a meeting with Dhar Mann, and until we get one...
Alright, so here's all the protesters. Oh yeah, look, this I recognize this guy here. You got Colin here. You got that one lady here that I was placed to Karen. Alright, so there's that. Alright, here's that guy I was just talking about. You got a place like the... Oh, never mind, I don't recognize this guy. Let's see. Let me try to find a post. Should already had it pulled up, but... Alright, let's see. Does he have anything on his store? Oh, here it is. Alright, so there's this guy. I don't really recognize him from any Dhar Mann videos, but I guess he's an actor. I may recognize him. I don't know. Oh yeah, never mind. I do recognize this guy. This is the guy that in one video he cheated on his wife. Dr. Shave, so it looks like he's just advertising for it in his stories though. Alright, Twin. So yeah, he just advertises it looks like. Yeah, this guy doesn't even protest, it looks like. He's just advertising for it. Alright. Alright, well we got this lady here. So it looks like right here she has some Dhar Mann posts in her stories. So let's click on this. Okay, there it goes. Alright, looks like this was a couple of weeks ago. Let's speed up towards more recent times, see if there's anything.
Hey, friends. Hi. She's not paying attention, but hello. She's so pretty. And
Alright, looks like there's nothing on this actor either. Alright. So Dhar Mann has taken the Instagram to respond to it, or at least his studio has. He posted on his Instagram, his personal, to check it out. It says, "Hey Dhar Mann fam, we want to address the recent protests by some of our actors. First off, we'd like to thank the many actors and fans who have reached out to show their support, gratitude, and solidarity to us. We truly appreciate you. For background, we did arrange an in-person hour-long meeting with actor representatives and two of our most senior leaders, including our head of production, in hopes of understanding concerns prior to any protests. During that meeting, the actor representatives refused to communicate any concerns and instead walked out. More info in the stories. In regards to actor compensation, we believe we pay our actors competitively compared to our peers. Our rates for actors vary. Extras receive $18 an hour, and speaking role actors receive $33 to $44 an hour, which I believe that's kind of above the rate, because, I mean, remember, Dhar Mann doesn't hire full-time actors, and we'll get into that a little later. So you can see here, as of January 31st, 2023, average annual pay for a part-time actor in the United States, $50,000 a year. Just in case you need a simple salary calculator that works out to be approximately $24 an hour. So, looks like that's kind of a decent rate. I mean, they also live in California, so that's also probably why. We are proud to have given thousands of actors jobs, opportunities, and last year alone paid millions of dollars in actor compensation. Actors by nature work for many different production companies. We offer project-based opportunities that vary from a few hours long to a few days. We do not offer full-time positions, as we try to spread around opportunities and show a wide range of faces, which I kind of doubt. I can kind of believe, but also kind of doubt, because, you know, I bet you the union rate for full-time is way higher than part-time. All details, including pay rate and length of the productions, are specified in the offer letter, and the actor has the freedom to accept or decline the project. If accepted, actors are always paid shortly after production wraps, typically within 72 hours. Occasionally, we have stopped working with actors. This is typically due to conduct complaints from fellow actors, complaints from minor actors, parents, complaints from crew members, or an actor displaying unprofessionalism on or off set. We take complaints seriously and try to ensure every person has the best experience possible in working with us. Yesterday, a group of protesters infuriated with two productions that were taking place. We want to apologize to the crew members and actors affected by these protesters and for the stress it may have caused. We thank you all for the support and understand more information can be found in the stories. So it looks like Dhar Mann probably had them removed from the parking lot or arrested. I bet you probably arrested or so, or just asked them had a cop come down and ask them to leave. So that way, because it interfered with production, so I bet you that's what happened there. And, I mean, Dhar Mann makes, like, at least $500,000 a video. And, like, let's account for, like, the other places, like Facebook and everything, getting Facebook ads and Facebook revenue. Although Facebook does pay pretty low. I've seen Facebook's ad rates, so I'll give him that. Facebook pays pretty low. But he could pay his actors way more, like, especially the ones that have worked for him for, like, years. Like, some of them have said they've worked for him for 5 years when he wasn't even a big channel. So, I think more older actors should get paid way more than the regular rate of union, in my opinion. But let's look at their stories. Alright, hey Dhar Mann fam, recently there has been a lot of misinformation going around, so we thought we'd help clarify a few things. Please see our latest Instagram post for context. Myth 1, so he calls them myths. Dhar Mann did not show up to the meeting he promised he would attend. Truth, on Friday, January 13th, end of day at 3:05 p.m., we received an email requesting a meeting. We were asked to respond by Monday, which was National Holiday, MLK Day, in regards to setting up a meeting. I don't know if I would trust this. This looks like it was made in MS Notes, honestly. Like, look. Alright, anyways. Okay, this is an actual email. Despite the short response demand, our head of human resources responded by Monday, names removed for privacy reasons. Hi, blank. I'm Janessa, the head of HR. I was forwarded your email. I'd love to chat with you, other actors, to hear any ideas on how we can make things better. I'll gather some dates, times that work, and get back to you soon. So this is something that Colin mentioned in his video. He said he didn't want to speak to representatives, and that he wanted to speak to Dhar Mann specifically. Their boss, the boss that he's worked for 5 years. Some other actors 5 years now. I think even him 5 years now. Which I can kind of understand. When you see representatives, it's more probably just going to be oh, well, I got to get clarification from Dhar Mann before we could do this, or I'll let him know, but, of course, they'll never let him know. So, yeah, I can understand wanting to speak to the boss directly. And the response from the actor representatives was stated, we would appreciate Dhar and Ruben's attendance. It was never stated that it was required, nor does Dhar typically attend these types of meetings. So Ruben, the head of our production, and Janessa, the head of human resources, scheduled to attend that meeting. So, let's see. I'm sorry I didn't respond earlier. This went to my spam account. Thank you for the reply. We would love to set up a meeting as soon as possible. Looking forward to dates and times that work for you all. We would appreciate Dhar and Ruben's attendance at the meeting. So they're going by, from our point of view, they said they appreciate, they didn't say it's a crime, which, yeah, I guess they should have worded their email better. During the meeting with our senior managers, the actors' representatives showed up and were immediately upset Dhar Mann was not there. We reiterated that the two senior leaders who were present would make sure the concerns get heard and requested feedback. No feedback was given in the hour-long meeting scheduled. The actors' representatives angrily walked out after a few minutes. Because of the unsuccessful meeting, we then asked any feedback be put... Oh, shoot, what happened? Oh, didn't parse it. We tend to it as quickly as possible. We never received a response. From there, the protest started. Hope all is well. We'd love to hear any suggestions you have. I did allocate an hour-long in-person meeting with myself, the head of human resources, and Ruben, the head of production. We hear out your concerns, but you refuse to give us any feedback. So at this point, we request any suggestions you have to be put into writing so I can review it with all necessary parties. Unfortunately, another meeting at this time won't be possible. Thanks, and have a great weekend. Alright, Myth 2, we voluntarily removed Carl's mural a day after it went up. So, here's one. So, if you guys don't know the context to this, an actor of Dhar Mann had died and passed away. And what happened was they put up a mural at the studio, and they posted it on Instagram to honor him. They posted like R.I.P. Carl, and then they had the whole little mural. It was a huge painting too. Like they took up the entire wall, the entire front wall of the studio. Now, it was said by the actors that 2 days or a day or so later, that mural was removed after they had made an Instagram post, which kind of shows some virtue signaling going on at the Dhar Mann studios. But that's the context of that. So anyways, truth. We were required by our property management to take it down. We pleaded with management to keep it up, but weren't allowed to. We were very sad it's gone and plan to recreate it once we have our future campus. Which I kind of saw that. A lot of other people saw that too. They were like, okay, that's probably what happened. They got a request from their landlord or something to remove it. Hi, Dhar. Sorry to hear that you lost the loss of one of your actors. This mural is a nice way to honor them, and I'm sure his widow will appreciate this sentiment. You may keep it up for a short while, but please have the wall restored to its previous conditions before the Thanksgiving break. So I kind of understand that, because in case they don't keep that studio. Alright, myth 3, we don't issue 1099s to actors. Truth, we pay actors through PayPal, and PayPal sends them their 1099s. If any actors has not received any 1099s, please contact PayPal. If actors need a summary of their own earnings, please reach out to our booking team. Does PayPal issue 1099s? Payment processing services such as PayPal are required to issue a 1099-K form to the IRS for reporting the sales of their customers. Myth 4, we do not pay our actors. Truth, we wouldn't be in business for very long if we did not pay our actors. Well, obviously, yeah. We pay our actors usually within 72 hours of a production wrapping up, and we constantly receive praise about how quickly payments are sent. If there If there's ever any issue over payment, our booking team is very responsive and ready to rectify any issues. So let's see here. Responses. So this is a Google form. This is a Google form, as you can tell. Dhar Mann Studio Active Survey. I really can't think of anything. I like how everything operates. I like how easy it is. Okay, so this, I mean, sure, we could take this for what it is, but this could probably be this could probably be some PR thing that someone wrote in the form, and this is what they pulled up. So I don't know if I trust that necessarily. But I don't know. There's over 1,000 responses, so maybe. Myth 5: we do not give actors or crew members credits. Credits are all listed in YouTube video descriptions and on IMDb. If a credit is ever missing or a title is put wrong, we are very responsive to rectify that. Myth 6: we don't take feedback. We are very feedback-driven culture. We have 3 ways of giving us feedback. Sorry for my bad reading, guys. I can't speak today. 1. The anonymous actor feedback box, which people can leave their opinions in. They're collected frequently and reviewed by management. We now have the option for people to let us know who they are so that we can actually contact them and follow up on their feedback, but they can also choose to remain anonymous. Alright, after every production wraps up, we send an email which has a link to an anonymous feedback form. Clicking the link takes you to the form. Any form submitted goes to the management, who promptly reviews it. So you can see here, it doesn't look like they collect emails. Disclaimer: our HR team will use information solicited through the survey for training and development purposes. So that is the little form. 3. We now have an awesome guy named Daniel who walks around with his clipboard, greeting actors and requesting any feedback as to how we can make this experience any better. Daniel comes out from the hospitality industry and is great to work with. Feedback is reviews by management. We do want to take a moment to say the anonymous feedback we get is overwhelmingly positive. Big shout out to our hard-working teams. You can see the responses again. So you can see most people said they got a 10 out of 10 feedback, and 0.3% said they got like a 1 feedback. Myth 8: we stop working with actors for medical conditions or disabilities. Truth: we take this accusation very seriously, and it is simply not true. We work with many disabled actors with actors with medical conditions, and frequently showcase them in our videos. We work with the disability consultants and try to always cast authentically from the community to give voice to a wide range of diverse talent. We donate to foundations that support disabled people. We will continue to do our part for supporting the disabled community. I'm almost done here. Myth 7: we held an in-person event where we sold merch, profited from it, and then compensated our actors. Truth: at the end of last year, we held an in-person event to create a fan experience to celebrate our 2nd feature film. It was a movie screening with a few hundred people. Tickets ranged from $25 to $100. Merch was not sold. It was given for free. All revenue went towards the expenses of the event. No profit was made. We invited some actors to attend, and their attendance was optional. So I can see how an event they didn't sell merch and profited from it, but he's got to be making profit. Like, there's no way he just has a whole store up and not making profit from just the merch he sells alone. Like, he literally puts advertisements in his videos of how you could buy, where you could buy your merch and stuff. So he's profiting from his merch either way. All right, and last one. We are saddened that the situation has gotten here. We will continue to focus on moving forward in a positive direction. So that's Dhar Mann's response. You can see here these were 23 hours ago. All these stories. This one was 20 hours ago itself. This one was 23 hours ago. So you can see there. That's pretty much his whole response. So what do I think of this drama? I think Dhar Mann should pay his actors. Like, this guy's making pretty decent money. Way more than decent money. To say he's not making decent money is an understatement. Like, I mean, look at his wife wears like a Gucci belt. Like, look at their profile alone. I've seen his wife wear a Gucci belt in some videos or in some Instagram post of his. Like, he has money. Let's be real. Let's be honest here. But anyways, guys, that's what I think about Dhar Mann. That's what I think of this whole drama. I can't believe Dhar Mann got into some drama. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please press like, subscribe. and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.